Good morning, guys. It is a Thursday morning and I've been up for a couple hours. I'm still not feeling okay, but my throat isn't hurting as much at all as it was yesterday. So hopefully that has gone away. However, I have ended up getting really bad sniffles, and also I'm feeling when I'm breathing that it's kind of rasping in my lungs. So most likely it just has wandered down and I will start coughing, which might not be the most fun thing, but hey. I've already been coughing a little bit, but mostly you can hear in my voice that I'm very thick in the voice. But yeah, I went on a hunt. So I have a favorite paper to blow my nose with, and that is the Kleenex ultra soft ones. They're so soft for my nose, so these are the best. And I thought I didn't have any more, but I did. I buy them like 2-3 packs at a time of these big boxes because I got the sniffles a lot. I do have some sinus issues and have had sinus issues for many years, and you get sinus issues from your migraines. That is actually something that I've found out. I thought my sinus issues were causing my migraines, but it's actually opposite. When you have migraines, that can actually cause sinus issues. So fascinating. So I always have a lot of these at home, but I thought that the past day I had run out, and then I went for a little hunt. I found one last package, so I'm pretty happy right now about that. Also, another note, I can lift my hands over my head and do like a little braid. It's not the best braid because I didn't have the energy to stand too long, but I made a braid. Do you know how cool that is? Like, I was really sad a couple of months ago when I realized that I just couldn't hold my hands over my head and do the braid because my hands were losing the feeling like almost directly. So I've just been doing my little thing up here, my little bun, but the bun, it's not super good for my hair, mostly because it starts hurting in my like in the roots. Everyone that had long hair knows that when at least when you were young, if you put your hair up in a high ponytail and you have longer hair, your hair is so heavy that it will kind of pull on the roots of your hair. So when you put it down, you actually feel when you put it down. Mine is always that. Some people just get it when your hair starts getting dirty, but my hair is so long or so thick. It's like this braid, I don't have any hair on this part, including half of my hair in my neck, and I still have this thick braid. So I have really thick hair, so it's still it kind of hurts me after a while having the bun, but the bun was the only way to get the hair out of my face. But now I can do my braids again, so I'm super happy. The plans for today is another day of rest because I have a really bad cold. I am considering actually going training tomorrow, even though I have a cold. So I'm hoping it's not getting worse, so I at least can go in there and do some strength training instead of cardio. I'm going to talk to my physiotherapist when I'm there. So I'm actually going in tomorrow because this cold is not going to ruin my good streak of training. I'm a little bit less careful about it this time around, about like health and colds and everything, because I know that she will tell me that, okay, you have too much of a cold, go home, sleep, all of those things. I had so much pain in my throat yesterday, like really bad pains in my throat, so I knew that it wasn't okay to train, but I think I can train tomorrow, especially now when my throat is so much better. By the way, we're going to do all of the things now because I didn't vlog that much yesterday because I was sick yesterday. These are the best things to have if you're sick. if you have a sore throat. I think I can get them here in Sweden, but most of them I can get in Sweden are they're sugar-free. And as you might know, I can't have anything that is sugar-free because all the sugar replacements actually upsets my body. Some of them just makes me feel nauseous. Some of them actually causes joint pain. This is a thing with lupus. Sugar replacements in lupus is a thing, so it's nothing strange. But anyhow, these Ricolas, let's see, can we focus? Can you focus on this? Hey, camera. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna do the YouTuber thing. Can I do that? Will it stop? Will it start focusing? No, apparently not. And I can't really push the screen while I'm doing that. But it's called Ricola with a C. I think it is a German candy, but these are from the US because me and Christopher had a cold when we were there last year, which wasn't so strange. Like, you can get colds from the flights. Then we spent like 10 days at Disney with all the children around. Like, this is also from a child, so it wasn't strange. But we picked these up when we started traveling, and they like herb things, and I've tried everything. Like, we have so many different. Wix is one of the companies that also sells like throat pills here. These were, without a doubt, with anyone I tried, these are the best ever. They are super soothing. They're super good, tasteful. They don't taste that much herbs. That just tastes a little bit minty, but not strong. That's also a thing. These are not really strong in the taste. So, love these. We bought a big pack. Christopher said, well, you probably won't need that many when we got them. He's a little bit like that sometimes, but we could only find the bigger bag, and I can tell both him and me was quite happy yesterday when we could have them, because his throat came like a day after mine. He actually was tummy sick the day before. That was why he was home yesterday, because of his tummy. We don't really know what it was, if he ate something wrong or he is stressed. Like, it's not strange. We're both living in this situation with the reduced amount of money and all of those things, and those stresses him out too. Like, my health stresses him out, and that's okay, because we have a joint life together. We need to figure something out so that neither of us are super stressed. But he's stressed about that. He's also trying to work and study at the same time. He wants to get a certification, and he feels that previously when he has done studying, his bosses has really pushed him to do it. This company really don't need that in the same case, because before he was working as a consultant, and then having those certifications made him and the company more hireable. But right now he works for a company. He went over to work for a company instead, and then they don't need to hire him out, and they don't really need the certifications the same way, however he wants them. So he needs to do all the studying on his own time, which when he was a consultant, he could do it at work time, and it's a little bit too much to do. Like, it's okay to do when you're in your 20s, but both me and Christopher are in our late 30s, so it's like you start to lose the energy when you get older. That's just how it is. But anyhow, I have really talked your ears off right now. I am going to get some breakfast. I'm gonna get some tea with honey to soothe. I still have a little bit of sore throat. I think I'm gonna try to get yesterday's video edited and uploaded. But I also want to game, and I have a phone call to call. So yeah, we have a few things to do. But I feel a lot better today. A lot. So good morning, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. We are back on track. which feels really good. So all the vlogs are edited and the last one is uploading as we speak. Yay! Yay! I forgot to say goodbye yesterday. I'm really sorry about that. I basically vlogged until somewhere around 8 or 9 in the morning, and then I just didn't pick up the camera. But I did a lot of things yesterday, or I didn't do a lot of things yesterday, that's the case. I gamed for a couple of hours and then I cross-stitched. That was it. I did my daily coloring because I'm trying to do that, and I didn't do a better job coloring yesterday than I did the day before for the bird. So I'm going to try to take what I've learned from yesterday's card into today's card, because I'm going to color the last bird from the stamp set that I showed you on Wednesday. So we'll see how that will go. However, I'm starting to feel that I'm draining a little bit. Like, I have this big cold that is making me tired. So I'm gonna make another cup of coffee. That's gonna be my last cup of coffee, and then it's just gonna be tea for the rest of the day. And I think I'm gonna turn on the computer and do some gaming. I just want my video to get processed and done so I can push that publish button before I do that. But yeah, I feel pretty accomplished. I did what I was wanting to do. I did the phone calls that I needed to do, even though one of them I have to redo, but can't really do anything about that, really, honestly. But yeah, some food, maybe lunch-ish, something to put in the tummy. This list thing is quite awesome because I feel really accomplished by the end of the day. Even though I haven't done that much, I still have done enough. So I'm sitting gaming, but Leia came up to cuddle me, and I remembered for the 50th time that she really needs to get her claws cut. I should have cut them like a week ago, and yeah, I cut her claws. It's not that problematic because I knew when they were children that I had to play with their paws. So when they were growing up, they were used to people touching their paws. So it's much easier to cut the claws of an animal when it's used to it. And also they have very light claws, so you really can see where the pulp is, so you don't cut into that one. So they're quite easy to cut. Gizmo, he's not fussy about it. Leia, you can cut her back paws, that's okay, but she gets very like quickly agitated when you cut her claws. She doesn't like it. It's not uncomfortable, it's just that she doesn't like it. She doesn't want to be there. But yeah, so instead of thinking about it and like, okay, I'm gonna do it later, I went out and got the claw scissors and I cut all her nails. So now that is done, which also makes me feel even more accomplished because I did it. It's so easy to always push everything to the future, and when I feel bad, when I mentally feel bad, I usually have a tendency to push things, like, not right now, I'm doing this, let me do this, let me be in my own little world. But it's easier to actually be in your own little world if you have finished those things. So I'm trying not to look at the bigger picture things right now because that makes me panicky. But I do small things towards it. We have like put in teeny tiny goals towards the bigger picture. So the goals, I can make those little goals because they are on my list. They are on my list, but I don't have to look at the bigger picture, so I don't get anxiety over the bigger picture right now. So yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm watching YouTube and I'm playing at the same time. I know you shouldn't do all of the things at the same time, but I am going to do some crafting with my characters. So I thought while I'm doing that, I can listen to some YouTubers talking and feel like I have company. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna continue and hope that Leia comes back soon because she didn't want to lay and cuddle with me after I cut her claws. You know you're tired when you are trying to turn on the recording and you turn off the camera instead. Tired! So I spent most of the day gaming because gaming felt like it was something I wanted to do today. I kind of allowed myself to do it just because I have so much of a cold, very sniffly. So I thought, well, it's a way of resting. So I've been gaming today and did the cross stitching in the morning, and then I actually finished the night making another card, or coloring the image because the card is already done. But yeah, so I'm still on track with my 30-day coloring. I'm on day 7, so that's awesome. Also, Christopher came home and said like, 25 days until vacation, and I'm like, yay! So that's awesome. That's super great. Still have a bunch of things that is scheduled until then, and also I'm going back to work, I think. Apparently my bosses are away, so I couldn't talk to them today, but I will be able to talk to them in the middle of next week, and we'll see what the plans are, if I'm coming back to them or to the place where my account is, or however we do that. But yeah, I'm quite excited. But I'm going to try to do some other kind of planning and stuff throughout the rest of this week and next week. Like, it's just one day left this week, so it's not much. Yeah, it's the weekend, but yeah, that's the weekend. But until then, I am going to head to bed now. It is 20:59, so it's almost 9 o'clock. Both me and Christopher started to go to bed at 9 every day because we were exhausted. We were super tired. And with me going up at 5 and he going up at 6, it's a good time to go to bed because you should sleep around 8 or 9 hours a day. So yeah, so I'm gonna go and get ready. The lights are on because I photographed the card, and I also had the lights on when I were coloring, or I had one of the lights on when I was coloring, because you see the inks much better. I like this. I still not like this is the best I've done. I can do better, but I'm learning. But this is the last owl of them, or the last of these kind of owls. I think I have a couple of more birdies in here. So this is what I have done. I have stamped up all of the images that I'm planning to color onto these little cards. You can hardly see them. So I have a little pile of cards lying here. Bunch of them, not all of them are stamped up though, so that I can just sit down, do a coloring. I also have my pile of pens, of the pens that I already used for the rest of the cards, and I sit down, do a coloring, take a photo, upload that to Instagram and everywhere, and go to bed. It's kind of comfy, but I wish I kind of got myself to do the coloring a little bit earlier at night. But I think it is the cold that is doing me a little bit tired, but I also think I'm a little bit stuck because I had to deal with a therapist and all those things, and me and Christopher are talking a lot about the future, which means that every time we talk about it, everything kind of pulls out about the benefits and everything, because it really puts a damper on everything. And then I get a little bit stuck, kind of just goes into myself and game and cross stitch instead of doing things. But at the same time, I don't have that much energy due to the cold, so I don't know. It's hard to know. But yeah, I'm gonna go and brush my teeth and get ready. And so I'm gonna say good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Bye!